Hello everyone! Welcome to the Worldwide Winter Mute channel. My name's Tyler. I'm an illustrator from San Francisco. And buckle up because this picture was a beast to finish.
All my paintings start off with a sketch. Usually I've had the idea of what I'm painting in my head for a long time. This original idea was much more X-rated when I first thought of it. I thought it'd be kind of cool to do something a lot more X-rated, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that there's no way that I could display it anywhere if it was as X-rated as I wanted it to be. So I went with the more PG route. It all starts with me finishing the sketch on the big board where the painting's going to be, and then the most boring part, which is filling in the basic colors.
I try to make the sketch as loose as possible while still defining the composition as much as it can. This way, when I ink it, it comes off a little bit more fresh and off the cuff to me, and it's more fun, really.
I bought this orange from the paint store. I really liked that color of orange, and I ended up having to change it later. These pillow sheets took quite some time because I had to think of the pattern and replicate that pattern along with the sheets, which were inspired by my girl's frame around something she has in her room. I love doing patterns. I drew this pattern, you see, pretty big, and then just cut it out and then trace that onto the sheets. This is probably a lot of intricacy for I'm obsessed with details. I think the best art in the world actually has a lot of details in it. And as long as you choose the right details to do, you can make a profound effect on the viewer. There are so many things that happen when you first started painting where you think that everything's going to go so amazing. And you're energetic about everything about the painting. And it is true, sometimes paintings don't turn into the painting you really, really intended. I wouldn't say this about the painting I'm showing you, because actually in this case, it turned out, even more than I thought it would be. And I guess that's why it's a good timing for the first video I've ever made of me painting a picture.
And sometimes a painting of yours will just turn into some type of rotten stepchild that you never wanted, and nothing you do can help it.
So I had to add cards to the picture. I'm constantly shuffling cards, always. If I'm in any type of social setting, I don't know how that started happening, but it's real. I also wanted to add a picture of the earth, which is totally stolen from the internet, and then I printed it. originally in the sketch, I was going to have a lot of patterns that aren't natural in the setting of human beings. Maybe like gun patterns or grenade patterns or things that wouldn't really be in anybody's home. And then I thought, actually, I should go the opposite route and make this as way more beautiful than usual, and almost have a type of aesthetic of like a garden, which is usually what every bed is, because the topic itself of what the subject is so dark. Why would I add more dark things to it? I really do like movies that have something sinister going on while there's upbeat music going on. Like, a lot of Scorsese movies have this, P.T. Anderson, things. I don't know what it is about it, but it at least makes it more watchable. Even documentaries that have, depressing music, if it's a depressing topic, it's usually, kind of tints the movie in a way. So that's my outlook on the patterns of everything in this. This hand gave me absolute hell. I tried to put the fingers out and it didn't work, and I ended up redoing it to the original pose. It took a lot of courage to put in the table, because if it was a realistic picture, you wouldn't have a table that really close to anything. But hey, it's a painting. These jeans were very fun to do. Probably, I don't know why these jeans were so fun to paint, but I I really did love painting these jeans. This is where the skin color didn't really work out too well. I had to make the decision to go over all the lines and repaint it, which is fine. I mean, the point is to make the picture as best as it can be. There was another thought of actually going back and even doing the skin tone again, and I voted against it in my mind, because I did like the color. I gotta say, I thought it was the perfect color of skin. So that's what I have to say about that. The funny thing about collaging is that it's so final, at least to me. I'm sure people know a way of getting rid of it if you've screwed up on your collage, but I would never try to get rid of the collage you've already put down. So it seems very final, very, very final when you put down a collage, especially because it protrudes from the surface area. So you better, if you do collage, make sure you know that when you put it on there with the Mod Podge or the glue you're using, that you are absolutely happy with the placement. I used to believe that the magic in art was in the image itself. I'm gonna guess I thought that because I gained entry into the art world through comic books. So I never really saw originals, and as long as the final output of the image was good, I believed that the artist had done a good job. So for the first 10 years of my artist's life, I basically just scanned in my inked drawings and colored them in Photoshop. And I would be proud of what I did because the final product was always very clean looking and the colors were almost perfect. And it wasn't until I went to a couple different museums, but it definitely, there was one moment that I saw a Monet. I saw his kind of giant concave piece at the Louvre, which was, I think it's 16 feet wide, and it hit me that my theory on art had been wrong this whole time, and that the true magic of visual art is in the object itself, where the painting sits. And so many things hit you when you see a real original from a master, and to me it was a religious experience as an artist. I changed my whole philosophy on art ever since that moment, and I became a painter instead of just an illustrator. There were so many feelings I felt when I saw the lily pond garden that Monet had done, and it was truly impacting. And I'm really glad, actually, I changed my philosophy on art, because there is a sense of true wonder when you see work by a real wizard. I know that this picture might trigger some people, but I want everyone to remember that art, good art, is made to make people think.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.